This is a long ass discussion. Anyways, yeah. Um, so, um, yeah, I got hate from the fact that I was ending the story altogether. We already went through the plot and everything. There was not much more I could do. The only thing that had to be, the only loose knot that I had to tie up was the romance in it. And the ending, which was. Okay, let me start over. Throughout the story, I was hinting at two romances. Actually, three. Okay, four. Yeah, four. Stupid me. Spectre shipping, sky shipping, diamond, and anxiety shipping. Now, Spectre shipping, that's done. That ended in the story. It could have, maybe it did, maybe they did get back together at the end, or maybe in the sequel, which I'll get to later on. Anxiety shipping, diamond shipping, that was heavily hinted throughout the story. And well, I could have done it with Rio, but I wanted to do it with Droid as well because I can't ignore. I could not ignore canon wise. And Rio, that was just a little mix in there because I wanted to do it as well. So, yeah, why not? I liked it. I liked both shippings, and the alternate endings was that Kaito revealed his feelings to Droid because I guess he didn't want her to go. I mean, my God, this is the reason why I wanted to redeem him from what he did in the anime. He was being careless with her, and I wanted to redeem him with this scene he had with her in the last chapter. Because of that, he revealed his feelings to her because this is what she wanted. He's the protecting kind. So maybe this is what he wanted to do as well. I'm pretty sure he did. It's canon-wise, of course. And Droid, given the fact that from what she sees with him and Rio, she just wanted to just let him have the chance with her. She still loved him, she still wanted to be with him, but it was not fair to the fact that there was somebody else. And that goes for everybody as well. If you want to be in a relationship with somebody but you feel that there's a stronger vibe between that person and somebody else, I think it's only fair that you let them have a chance before they can even think about you. At least that's how it is. That's how it applies for me. Like I already went down that road, so I can only say it just mainly just to bounce it off for me, mainly. And surprisingly, Rio did the same thing when he came up to her. But in the end, the two of them gave him the choice. Go with her. This is what they both said about each other. They said it to him. Go with her. See what happens. If there's anything between the two of you, I wish you luck. I'm happy for you. But if it doesn't work out, you know where to find me. But think about it. And that's what Kaito did. He thought about it and he called up the girl. I'm not gonna say who because even I don't know. I'm the one who wrote the story, but even I don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because I love both shippings. I love Diamond and Anxiety. I can't choose which one because I love them both. One is canon wise, and the other one is just they're both cute. I'm not gonna lie. I like them both. I like Droid. I like Rio. I like them both with Kaito. I'm like shit. Why not have a harem with them? Oh God, no. But it was because of that infamous ending that everybody thought it was Rio, but then there was others who thought it was Droid. I knew I was gonna make a sequel to it, which in turn became Night to Remember. Now, Night to Remember because I did not like choosing one or the other because, like I said, I like both. So I decided to make two alternate chapters, two alternate dates. The first one was Droid because that one was canon wise. I like that one. I did. I like the whole story in general. I like that one because it was easy to do. You can easily acknowledge from whatever happened in the anime. You can put it right there in that chapter. And that's exactly what I did. It was fun. It was easy. It took me 2 weeks to do it, but it was a whole lot. That chapter, it was inspired to me from what I always imagined a first date would be. Like when I was young, I thought that, oh, when people start dating. I guess they have to go to a fancy restaurant and dress up fancy. Oh, okay, I guess I just had to go with my childhood mind at that point. So yeah, that second chapter was based off of how I originally thought a first date was gonna be. Yeah. The second chapter, well, that was the first chapter. The first chapter was called Decisions, because I knew that's how it was gonna be. And with Ryoga's antics, I wanted to throw that in there for comic relief. I think he could be just as big of a asshole bigot in some way. And the second chapter, which was the date with droids, was called Gives You Butterflies. Obviously, I got that pun off the shipping in some way. Or just because of her, because of the butterflies. It was fun. And the third chapter, which was the other alternate, was Kaito's date with Rio. Now, that one was called Just Like Diamonds. That chapter was a little bit longer because it was just too funny to pass up. And oh my god, I got a lot of good responses from both chapters, actually, all three of them, if anything. Everybody thought I was talking about Rio in the first chapter when I could have been talking about either one, and I explained it right there in the disclaimer on the second chapter. Now, on the second chapter with droids, that's how I originally thought how like I said, that's how I originally thought how a first date was. In the third chapter, that third chapter was based off of one of my dates. It was based on one of my first dates, actually. I went out with a girl who was a little bit younger than me, so I guess I kind of portrayed Kaito and Rio as me and this one girl I used to go out with. Like we were broken up, but anyway, that's a long time ago. I based it off of that date right there. Except what happened in that date in the story did not happen in real life, and I'm glad it didn't. If it did, then we'd all have a bunch of laughs, and me and that girl would still be together, and we'd be talking about it nonstop. But whatever. The point is, that was just how it was. So that's how the third chapter was based on. It was easy for me to do that one, and it was a lot more fun because it was based off of an actual event that I can remember clearly. And yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. Like, a lot of people thought it was funny too, and that's when I started to see things a little bit differently. Now, keep in mind, the sequel was not supposed to be official in a way. Well, actually, it was, but it wasn't supposed to be official to determine who Kaito originally was. That's up for you guys to decide. Like, that's the reason why I did the sequel. That's the reason why I continued on with the story. That's why I made that cliffhanger ending at the end of Light of Victory, because I wanted you guys to decide. Like, it's up to you guys to decide. It's all about preference here. I like both shippings. Then there's one group who likes Anxiety. There's another group that likes Diamond, and I don't mind which either one because I like them both. I can't choose which either one because, like I said, I love them both. One is canon, and the other one is just too good to pass up. Not one is better than the other. That's why I allowed you guys to decide. And I'm okay with whatever decisions you guys make. Because, it's my story and it's up to you guys to decide, like I said. Now, on with the, I had some questions from you guys asking me how things are from the story and from the sequels itself. And the first question here is from Son of the Trigod himself. My fan, my number one fan. He asked me, how did I imagine Kaito and Maizel's duel went? How did I imagine it went? Well, see, that's the thing. In Light of Victory, I never gave an interpretation on how the duel went. I never gave a descriptive detail on it. All I said was that Kaito defeated him. At long last, he finally defeated him. But how it went was, how I'm imagining it right now is different than how I pictured it back then. Although, to be fair, I don't think I even pictured how he won back then. Like, right now, I'm thinking that he faced Mycel and used number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, which Derbay the Barian, the author, like, hey, when she pointed it out, that's when I'm thinking that, okay, yeah, you're right. we have yet to see it in the anime, but that's how I'm thinking how it's gonna happen right now. In the anime, back then, how I pictured it was, I don't think Galaxy Eyes would have stood a chance against them. I don't think he would have lasted at least more than a couple turns with Maizel's number 107. But I'm pretty sure he would have used Dragalon, number 46 Dragalon, the ethereal dragon. But at the same time as I was thinking about it, I'm thinking, how is he gonna use it? How is Kaito gonna use number 46? Like, he doesn't have any of the dragons in his deck, in his anime deck, actually. In his manga deck, like, he's got like, I think 3 dragons, maybe a little bit more. But in the anime, he doesn't have that many dragons. All he's got is just the one Galaxy Eyes. And if he's trying to be like Kaiba, which the anime is pretty much making him out to be, he's gonna need 3 Galaxy Eyes. And I doubt he's gonna need 3, given the fact that he can barely bring out the one he already has. Hell, if anything, he's using so much materials and so much resources, so many resources just to bring out the dragon, and yet I'm sorry, I'm just rambling on here. This is just how he does it. The way I picture it, I think he used, at the time, I thought he used Dragalon to take control of number 107. Or Neo Galaxy has Tachyon Dragon. I don't know, whichever one of the two. But I'm going to say number 107. Regular number 107. I'm going to go with the fact that Kaito somehow managed to bring out Dragalon by using Galaxy Eyes as an overlay unit. And he took control as a symbol, not only to take control of the dragon to win the duel, but also to take control of the dragon as a way to say, I'm the true Galaxy Eyes master. So yeah, he took control of number 107, and he defeated Maizel with it. But then there was also that one point in time when I'm thinking that, this is the second thing that I thought of at the time. He already had Galaxy Eyes out. Somehow he managed to take control of number 107 without Dragalon, because ever since he got it from Jinlong, he's never used it. Even to this day, as I'm making you this video, he has never used it, and I don't think he's going to use it for reasons that I mentioned earlier. He has Galaxy Eyes already out on the field, regular Galaxy Eyes, and he manages to take control of number 107, and he announces that, I am the true Galaxy Eyes master. I'm sorry. That's how he does it. He takes control of the both of them, and he attacks them both with it. That's how he ends up winning the duel. If not with those two, then he would have just had Neo Galaxy Eyes on one side of his field, and on the other side of his own field, he would have had Chaos number 107, Tachyon Dragon. So he would have attacked him with both, and that would have had him win the duel. That's how I saw it at the time being. Right now, I don't think that's the case. I don't even think he's going to use Photon Dragon, regular Photon Dragon to win. I don't even think he's going to use Dragalon for that. I think he's just going to use number 62, which we will see in 2 weeks at least. 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, I don't think how I interpreted then is going to happen, Trigod, so I don't mind it. If they can come up with a better ending for it, then yeah, I'll be okay with it. So yeah. The second question came from Derbay the Barian. Yeah, she was asking, she loves the Barians, I can tell. Yeah, big Barian fan. Like, in fact, I'm pretty sure she was enjoying the Barian arc. We've been going through for like almost a year now. Okay. Her question was, what happened to the Barians? Well, in the beginning of the story, at some point, I think in the earlier chapters, I said that they were all reverted back to being human. Since they were humans to begin with. They were all reverted back to being humans once they were all defeated one by one. Now, I did not give descriptive detail on how they became humans again. All I did was I just made them humans. I made them humans, and how I did it was, well, they're human now. They're humans, and oh my god, I am getting so fucking confused at this. Like, I am just being an idiot. Well, let me continue on this discussion in the next vid.